This is Blayney Show. Lilly and I took Bumper and Rhys. This is Bumper doing the 45 centimetre show jumping with me, which we had a clear round, albeit not fast. We did not place, but that's okay. We had a very big day out there. We did everything, 2 rounds of show jumping each. Both the horses did their show hunter classes, Rhys did his lead Welsh classes, and they all had a fabulous day. This is Lilly and Bumper did Bumper's first ever lead class, which he got second in, and he's never ever stepped foot in a show ring before today, so that was nice. And this is Bumper and I in the 60 centimetres, which, you know, we're not the prettiest doing it, but we love it. I do anyway. We get around. It was a AM7, this one, and we went clear, and then we went into the jump off. So Lilly was actually entered in the Arndell inter-school show jumping on both the boys on this particular day, but it, like everything else lately, was cancelled. So much like the weekend before when we ended up at Adelong, I had a look around and went, well, we like to go places, where can we go? And we decided to go to Blayney. We went to Blayney last year, and I've been out there a couple of times over the years, and it's always a lovely show. So we headed out there, and yeah, it was very busy. We left home at 5, classes started at 8:30, and we were going pretty much all day. There was a bit of a half-hour break at lunch, but, you know, by the time we grabbed something to eat and the horses had a drink and a little bit of something to eat, it was time to saddle up and head back out again. I actually didn't get their tails braided, which I'm a bit fussy about presentation in the show ring, so I'm pretty disappointed in that myself. We looked a bit rough, really. Well, no, we didn't. We probably looked quite fine, but next time I'll get up an hour earlier to make sure I get the tails braided. But anyway, this is Bumper and I in the jump off, and we made some very amazing turns for Bumper, particularly in canter, and we actually got third in this class, which was very exciting. I hadn't hung around. We had to go. We had Welsh classes, and I was braided their forelocks on the side of the ring. It was quite a crazy busy day, and I didn't think for a second that I was going to get anything, so I disappeared. And this is Lilly in the 60. They had one rail down. This is Rhys and Lilly's first 75, and that was nice. He actually did a flying change all the way through there. We've been learning flying changes, and he's being in a bit of a habit of just skipping his front legs, swinging from one side to the other, but not fully changing when we're doing the show jumping, so that was nice. Yeah, we'd actually just got a hunter jacket on. We'd been over and we'd unsaddled because we thought his lead Welsh was about to be on, and then they put the jumps up to the 75, and we've gone back over here to do this. It was all quite rushed and stuff, so that stop there. It was a bit of a bad line maybe. Yeah, so it was all very rushy, but we came back over and we did this, and, you know, he had that stop there, but I actually felt it was probably a better round than his 60. We're sort of putting a little bit of effort into trying to be on the right leg, things like that, and they're coming along. And a few more rounds, a bit more Ks on the clock. Both of their confidence will improve. Me personally, I walked over there and looked at the height of those jumps and went, no thanks. I want the piece you're giving me, I want yours, I want the whole thing.
Having fun?
After all our rushing around before lunch, we actually missed our first Showhunter Galloway class because that was actually on. They said they weren't going to call any more classes after 12, and so I wasn't really watching over there, and they did. They did the first 2 or 3 classes, so we missed intermediate, and they actually did not run the lead Welsh class that we've been waiting for before lunch. So that was Lilly. She just did the Rhys's open hunter class. So she did that and he won that with her. And I hopped on to do adults because, you know, we both like riding both the horses. So we've kind of been sharing a bit and it's been working really, really well. So yeah, Lilly did open and this is me doing adults.
Why are there so many of them? No bump.
This is Rhys's first time in a double bridle out. I probably didn't really have any intention of putting him in a double bridle, but then I sort of thought, well, why not? He's really there. We're showing a bit more, and that was before I decided to, hey, let's do some of this show hunter stuff. So yeah, I'm glad I dug one out. Well, I've had to buy a new bridle to match, and I'm still in the process of getting the right bit, the right size. I bought the right size and it arrived and it was the wrong size, so now I've got even more pony bits that I really don't need. But anyway, it's his first time out in the double bridle and he's going quite well in it. So he got first place in that. This is the champion. We're not working on the ring, we're just all having a bit of a work around together and a warm up before we go into work out. That was good. There was a good few of us in the lineup for champion, which was nice. In amongst all of this, or earlier on, after Lilly did his his open show hunter Galloway, we actually had to rush down to the other end of the showground for her to pull his saddle off and run in and do his lead Welsh gelding, which I did not get on video. I was all a bit rushy and I just totally forgot about it. But he won that. He was champion lead Welsh cob. He had a big spook at the harness horses on the way down there. It was all very wild. Anyway, this is his champion workout. We were the first to work out, which that doesn't bother me at all. And yeah, we went quite nicely for the most part. There's some awesome videoing. Bumper was being super helpful while Lilly was videoing, like you'd expect out of a nice friendly horse like Bumper. As we've come around here, we had to do a length and canter across the bottom and I made a very bad call. I picked a bit of a bad line. There was lots of patches on the ground and he had a big spook right there that you couldn't really see that really did nothing for him. And another little one there at the umbrella. It's sort of, you can't really see it from this angle. It was more going sideways, which I feel really blew our chance for champion, which was pretty disappointing because I think he would have given it a good nudge otherwise, but you get that. And the grey horse who was on the end there, she won champion and it was a lovely workout. Well done to her. after Champion Galloway, we had a quick rider swap, and I was actually got on Bumper and went in and did his novice show hunter hack class, which was his first ever time in a show ring under saddle, which he won, which was very exciting for us. But Lilly had headed off down the other end to wait for the ridden Welsh cob class, which we thought was on right then, and she ended up standing there waiting for 10 or 15 minutes before she went in, getting all riled up by the harness horses. But yeah, and they went in and did the ridden Welsh cob class, which he won. As you could see, he's the only one in it, but they still did a quite respectable job. And he was champion ridden Welsh cob. And then we headed back up and waited around for our rest of Bumper's hunter hack classes. This was Rhys's last class under saddle. You just got to chill out for the rest of the afternoon. So now we're on to Bumper's ridden show hunter classes. As you can see, he does not have a show hunter bridle, and I actually had managed to scrounge together one for him to use, and I totally forgot it. It's packed away in a storage box. I sort of dug it up before Goulburn because I was going to show him at Goulburn, and Goulburn was cancelled, and then I forgot all about it. So he's doing his show hunter classes in his show jumping bridle, and I just took the curb rein because he normally has a pelham with rounders on for show jumping, and I just took the rounders off and I took the rein off Rhys's snaffle bridle and put it on as a curb rein on Bumper's bridle. So it was a bit hodgepodge, but you know, they're not there to judge the saddlery, are they? So it's something that we probably need to look into, getting him a hunter bridle, something with a very large noseband for his very large nose. But anyway, this was intermediate hunter hack over 16 hands. It's a really good program at Blayney. They have lots and lots and lots of classes. They break it down into many, many things. But yeah, it was lots of fun. We really enjoyed it. Yeah. This is Lilly on him in the open class, open show hunter over 16-2, which she won. And there was another big horse. It was funny. There was, the big horses were the most. There was only one smaller one. There was more in the big classes than there were in the smaller classes. But anyway, yes, this is open, and Lilly and Bumper won this. There's lots of big canners and hand gallops in the workouts, which Bumper absolutely loves. This is Lilly and Bumper working out for champion hunter hack, which it was very exciting that Bumper had never ever set foot in a show ring before this day, and he went in and he went from novice to champion show hunter hack. He won champion, which was very exciting. Lilly was very chuffed with him, and she should have been. He worked out really, really well. He's a big hunter type. It was really nice. I'm very happy for them to win. Lilly was so excited, and so was I. It's a big effort for him. And yeah, it was lots and lots of fun. It's something that we might do a little bit more of. We're not going to expect to win at Sydney, but it's fun going around these country shows. We really enjoyed it. At Adelong doing the hunter classes last week, and Lilly hasn't shown normal showing for a long time, and yeah, she said afterwards how much she really enjoyed it and she'd like to do a bit more of it. So here we are, deciding it pretty close to the end of the show season that we're going to do some showing. So this is the 3 horses in for Supreme Hunter. It was so late in the day by now. It was like 4 o'clock or something. The Hunter ponies had only just finished as well. The poor lady on the Galloway had been waiting around for an hour or 2. But anyway, this is Bumper's workout for Supreme, which is that little pony that just walked back into the lineup that took out Supreme, and it was a really good workout. Credit to them. Yeah, this was Bumper's last workout for the day, which I feel he was quite happy about. Lilly said he was feeling quite knackered by now. Had a few little pops over the lines. A lot of the horses did. They did like the lines painted on the road, on the grass. There was a soccer field or something. We'd already launched over that a few times in the show jumping in the morning. Yeah. Proud of Lilly. She did a really good job. This was her first ever time going into workout for such a big award, Supreme Hunter, and she did a really good job. So that was our very big day at Blayney. We had a great day. We got lots of ribbons. We got lots of prize money too, which was always nice. I had a lovely prize bag sponsored by Horseland Orange that I won for my placing in the show jumping as well. Yeah, it was a really great day.